And this is Lala Madness, and thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Fierce Review. So, you know where to find me at. On all social media platforms at Lala Madness, Instagram at Lala Madness Official. Also, check out my YouTube channel and all of the podcasting platforms, Lala Madness, as well.
With the two longer than your mama leg bone. If she out of line, she can get her head blown. I got the best on the block. I got the people champion the rock. My host are giving out top. My dog like scotch, jumping right out the pack. Back up the knives. Mo 4,000.
Two topics. One will be the YFN Lucci. He requests a reasonable bond in regards to a recent incident that he was involved in, and we'll get into the tea on that. As well as we'll be discussing the worst cooks in America winner charged with homicide by child abuse. Alright, so first we'll get into the YFN Lucci incident. So many of you may know, or many of you may not know. So he turned himself in on a felony warrant in Atlanta, Georgia, Fulton County, depending on what you guys know it as there. But either or. Anywho. And that was on about January 14, 2021, in relation to a homicide, the homicide of a James Adams. Now, as you may or may not know, James Adams was actually a member of the YFN crew, which is Lucci's crew that, hence YFN Lucci, hence he was part of the YFN crew. Right, so anywho, he was part of the crew there. So, anywho, there was a drive-by shooting in which Adams, who the James Adams guy that is now dead from the homicide, right, he was shot in the head, and Lucci was allegedly driving the vehicle. And there was a 911 call to match as far as the incident, how it happened, bang bang, skirt, tires screeching, all that. So, he was charged with murder, aggravated assault, possible gun or gun-related felony. At this point, it's really unsure because, they could or could not add, they add and take away charges as it gets closer to the trial date or whatever have you, depending on what all they find and how deep they dig. So, as of right now, that's where we at with that. Now, he did recently have a Zoom meeting, a Zoom court appearance, because we know due to COVID, there's been a lot of Zoom meetings in regards to court appearances in various counties and states. Anywho, he attended one of those. That was a county or state that was available to him. So anywho, his ass was in a Zoom meeting, and he was asking the judge to give him a reasonable bond because he has 4 underage children and a mother that he supports. Okay. So now, I get, that does make sense, when you're supporting people, such as your mother, such as 4 children. You want to kind of be there to make sure that you can support them. Kudos to him for supporting them. However, and there's always that but in the scenario. The but in this scenario is the fact that you should have had your ass out there allegedly in a drive-by anyway, because you supposedly got too much motherfucking money to be doing that. So, I'm personally not, if I'm worth millions of dollars, when I'm worth millions of dollars, because it's coming. When I'm worth millions of dollars, you will not catch me allegedly in a damn drive-by, riding by, either driving or even participating. Drop me the hell off because I'm worth too much money. I'm going to have to pull a puffy on that. I'm a $1 million corporation, $1 billion, whatever you want to call it, and I ain't got time to be catching no charges with nobody. Because I got more money to get and more things to do. So I'm confused, and I want to know, even though he's doing Zoom meetings in court and all, like, what was you thinking about when you did it? Or if you were there. It's not like he would really, during the trial, admit to whether he really did it or not at this point. So all of this is alleged, of course. However, this is what, is being reported, and I'm just here to report the news. Don't shoot the messenger. Oh, I ain't got nothing to do with that. However, I do, me and other inquiring minds want to know, because Lala wants to know. What, and if you was there, what the hell was you doing there? And don't you have little people for that? Don't you have other people, you know, somebody besides you that will participate in such fuckery? Anywho. We shall all wait to see how this unfolds and if we find out if he was or was not there during that alleged incident. But as far as him requesting to be out to take care of 4 children, I want to know, like, why was you not thinking about taking care of them 4 children while your ass was in there? Or while you was doing what you was doing? Because there's always a possibility when you commit a crime, your ass can go to jail. From Enron on down to the little people. I'm just saying. So at the end of the day, you know, those are things that we have to think about because, I mean, this is the same man that was just gifted the 2021 Maybach, like the first SUV Maybach, I believe, of 2021 to be released in the United States. You know, his label boss gifted that to him very recently because 2021 just happened. Wasn't too long ago. So if you got all that and you doing all that and you could ride around and, you know, why you need a reasonable bond? Are you about to shed light on the fact that even though it appears that all these entertainers have money, are we about to go into another video I'm about to do about how y'all, the money that you signed the contract for is not what you get by the time you finish paying out here, there, and everywhere else and flying out all your people on a plane and all that, paying for hotel rooms, balling out, you know, the camera crew, the this crew, the that crew, your manager, and everybody else that you pay for. That come out the same money, boo. So at the end of the day, I don't think that he realized that that's why he needed a reasonable bond. Okay. Anywho, we'll never know. However, maybe he'll let us know why he needs a reasonable bond. I'm just saying, you and all the other men in America, and women, because there's both incarcerated in prison and jails across America, they continue to build them. So, I'm sure they all want a reasonable bond too, and want to get out and go home to their families to continue to support them, whether that's their mother, their children, sister, brother, uncle, cousin, sister-in-law, baby cousin, Tracy, all them. Okay, so they want a reasonable bond too. Why would you be different in the fact that you want a reasonable bond? But, so you could go take care of people. I don't see why you would be more important than the next individual person that wants the same reasonable bond that the judge automatically fucking denies. I've heard about bail hearings being denied altogether where there is no bond, and that's from, you know, usually down in the regular people, as you call it, not so much as the elite. But he not the elite. He was trying to get there. He didn't know, because if he was the elite, he wouldn't be in this trouble. You know what I'm saying? He would, they got like Suge Knight people that handle little shit like that. Okay. So obviously he ain't up there yet. But at the end of the day, he should have, you know, thought about that reasonable bond and stack some bread. When you go out there committing crimes, make sure you have your lawyer on deck. Make sure you have money, you know, in the Cayman Islands or, you know, wherever y'all do whatever. I'm not promoting that. I'm just saying, don't act like you don't know what they do. That's why they got little special investigations out there to find out all that. Do what you do. I'm just saying. You're supposed to stack some money in the bank. You're supposed to have lawyers on deck. You're supposed to have that mama a little separate account so mama can do what she do over there. You know what I'm saying? Give her little. But now you out there worried about how you gonna take care of people in jail. Well, people worry about how they gonna do that every day. So you let me know why it's different for you. I'm just saying. Anywho, moving right along. My opinion, that's what it is. Now, also you have to keep in mind that he was dating Reginae Carter, however you want to say it, Lil Wayne's daughter, for the last couple years. It was kind of an off and on thing. 1 minute they was together rocking for a while. Then they had like an incident over some cucumber party or something where they broke up, you know, and then I'm not sure if they ended up getting back together or, you know, what's going on. I guess they did, but it's kind of been on and off for the duration of their whole relationship, period. But everybody knows they're pretty much an item. So, anywho. She posted on Instagram on January 15th that he was doing well and he'll be home soon. And she should be so sure. So she said that he should be home soon. And everybody that's been supporting him, good job, great kudos. So, she's alluding to the fact that he may be home soon. And so I'm guessing that we'll have to wait and see if that's the case. That's it. We just have to wait and see. So, but she did give thanks to all those that have supported him throughout this little, situation, which at that time had only been a day. But now at this point, after that, some people have started kind of getting on Lil Wayne on social media or posting their opinions. There was a couple articles about it too, about whether Lil Wayne should help him in this situation, fight it in court or whatever, provide him with whatever resources he may need to kind of be successful in this endeavor of fighting this case. Okay. So they trying to figure out, what part, or if any, should Lil Wayne play in the assistance of helping him in this matter. Now you have to keep in mind, for those that may or may not have opinions about that there was an article posted by, who was that, Capital Extra on April 20th. Keep in mind, this is January 2021, for those of you that may or may not know. I'm telling you now. So April, it was not that long ago. It was within the last year. About the advice that Lil Wayne gave her following the split then at that time from YFN Lucci. So Lil Wayne had advice about her then split, and there probably have been several splits that we don't even know about it because everyone doesn't post every time they break up with somebody on social media, because they might get back with them next week. I'm just saying. But you know how they do that one thing that you just like, oh hell no, we done. But then they weasel back in and y'all work that shit out, and then bam, they back in like a week or two. Some people take a month, depending on how good, you know what I'm saying. You are at weaseling back in if you want to be back in. At the end of the day, Lil Wayne gave her advice on it. So, so it was on again, off again. It probably was some disrespectful stuff that he felt probably wasn't cool, that he didn't want to start going through, which, he's a male as well, and we know he had 3 or 4 chicks pregnant at the same time. That's not alleged, that's for real. Like Lauren London, the other chick he was with overseas or something that he met somewhere else, it was a model chick. Then he had Nivea, all them was pregnant at the same time. Or in the vicinity, literally, boom, boom, boom. Okay. So, during some of those times of those pregnancies, we do know that some of those overlap some weird. Okay. So, he's a male himself. He know kind of how things go, whether you male or female. If you out there dying, you just out there dying. So he know about that dying life. So at the end of the day, he may or may not have liked him. He may or may not have a good feeling about him, or that he may or may not be claiming him as son-in-law and all that. So he may or may not want to help him. We just have to wait and see if he helps him. I'm sure somebody will report about it. Alright. So, but let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think that Lil Wayne should have some part in helping him? Do you think he is going to end up getting off on this? Do you think he'll end up getting a reasonable bond? Weigh in on whether you feel like every person in America that goes to jail and gets a bond should be able to request a reasonable bond, even though they make a lot less money and have a lot less money in their bank account right now as this man. I'm sure a lot of the population that's requested a reasonable bond does. So let me know what you guys think, and if the reasonable bond thing makes sense to you, and if you feel like he should be granted it based on the fact that he needs to take care of 4 children and a mother. All right.
Light skin and bitch on red bone. I get it out the mud, catch me in the red zone. With the two longer than your mama